Welcome back to Channel C1. I'm the Michael Jamal.
And this is Cam King.
Today we're watching Agatha All Along official trailer. We saw the first one was, I guess, a teaser.
Yeah.
It looked pretty decent.
I like the style of it. It looked very unique.
And I loved WandaVision.
I did too.
And Agatha was one of the favorites, being like the main antagonist of this whole series.
Kathryn Hahn has done a great job. And then we get the wonderful Aubrey Plaza in this show, which she is hilarious.
She's a very funny person.
That is a great person in general. And I love when I think it's going to be a great little duo.
Yeah, the back and forth between them should be pretty interesting.
It is looking kind of up for Marvel at this moment.
We have not seen Deadpool and Wolverine yet, but we've heard good things.
Keeping spoilers out the damn comments. But this looked kind of good. The Captain America movie looked kind of good.
Yeah, I enjoyed the trailer for Captain America.
So it's like we returning to form maybe a little bit. Let's not get excited too much.
Right.
But I'm hopeful. I really didn't get superhero fatigue. I really just started not liking the shows.
Yeah.
Because they weren't good.
Yeah.
Hawkeye was okay.
I enjoyed Hawkeye.
We got through one episode of Echo. Sorry if you guys like Echo, but we got through one episode and we barely got through it.
Yeah. And Secret Invasion.
It was doing all right until the last couple.
The strength of the actors was carrying the show. Up until the final few episodes, they just couldn't do it.
If that finale would have been better, then the show would have probably been okay. But I need an Andor level show. Well, Loki was an Andor level show, but I need another Andor level show.
I enjoyed Loki. Yeah. I would still put Andor above it, but I enjoyed Loki. And the way they finished it was strong.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I love when they finish strong. No Diddy. Let's jump into this.
Yes, sir.
Agatha.
Who's been messing up every
I love that. I love that incorporation.
All along. Oh, yeah.
I can't wait to see how she breaks out of the spell that Wanda put her under.
It was probably when Wanda got killed or whatever. That
maybe
What happened to you?
Or one of the other, like, maybe it's like another witch or something that helps.
She took every little bit of power I had.
Oh, Wanda Maximoff. That's gotta be
I'm someone
a scary name to see.
We gotta get back
For her?
on top. I'm gonna walk
Is that the lady
road.
from Grey's Anatomy?
Join me.
No.
Wait,
Was
wasn't she in WandaVision? The lady with the blonde hair?
Thing you want
I do
most,
not remember.
if you make it to the end.
It looks like
The road is
the lady
a
from that
death wish.
70s show. Oh, Aubrey
You guys
Plaza.
were having a party.
Ah,
Hey. Shall we?
it's a bunch of witches. I'm liking this
It
little
will
music they
test
got.
us. And our
Oh,
knowledge
they got an original. What is that?
What we're up against.
Wizard of Oz,
Yeah.
which
our worst nightmares.
How do we pass this trial without any power?
We survived, like witches have been doing for centuries.
Burn them at the stake.
oh,
What happens next?
did she break the fourth wall right there?
Yeah,
looked
it kind of looked like she did,
To
yeah.
get me to the end.
Oh,
The bodies are really piling up.
I've just loved the feel of this show so
Because
far.
the truth is too awful.
I want my prize!
Oh,
Time
wow.
to finish the road.
They're,
Last one there is a nice person.
That was a good line right there.
it looks solid. 2-episode premiere September 18th. Okay.
We didn't get a lot of the dialogue there, but I feel like Kathryn Hahn and Aubrey Plaza's delivery of the dialogue is gonna be what I think carries the show for a little bit
I mean, visually it looks good
to an
though.
extent. But yeah,
You don't think so?
I wouldn't. It kind of look to me. It has the. I don't know if it's not a filter, but like that plastic nature to it, to where it, I don't know if it's the color grading or what, but there was some scenes that I liked as far as the look, and some scenes that I didn't. I wouldn't say it looks horrible, but I do think it's gonna be interesting, and I trust the lead actor for sure.
Yeah.
But you know what, too? I think sometimes when we watch these Marvel trailers, Secret Invasion had a really crispy trailer.
It did.
And then we did not enjoy it. So every time I watch a Marvel trailer, I think of that.
Catfish.
And I remember they brought in some HBO people or something to come and help them with their trailer. Like it was during a sort of and whatchamacallit had just came back, Bob Iger, and like they were doing all this stuff to going back to try to fix things. And I think they did a good job of making that trailer nice, but they weren't out.
The trailer would look good. I remember being excited for the show. No, it was, And the first couple episodes were fine, and it just, I mean, we have our reaction up, but I mean, we didn't necessarily shit on it in our reaction. It's one of those, it just kind of got worse as time, as distance and time have not treated it kindly.
Yeah.
So, but I look forward to seeing Agatha. I think it looks really cool because it doesn't really necessarily look like an MCU movie or MCU-ish, and it's looks very mystical, magical, but in a different way than Doctor Strange. So I look forward to that. Yeah, I think
out of all the trailers we watched today, which one are you anticipating the most?
That original series from Pixar.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
That
is the most intriguing to me.
Actually, yeah. Besides that one, because I think that is the most intriguing now that you mentioned, because I had kind of forgotten about it. I would probably go either Moana 2.
Moana 2 look good.
Or just in regards to intriguing, I'm interested to see how Mufasa turns out. I'm curious. Because it was my idea that they didn't get from me. But I did say I wanted to see them stay in the same world, but tell a new story. And that's what they're doing. So if they execute, I would definitely be satisfied. I don't trust necessarily that they're going to execute. This just remains to be seen. But
it's not going to execute for me because I already don't like it. Does that make sense? Like I don't like
the concept.
I don't like the CGI of the Lion King stuff. I prefer the animation. So like if I watch it, I'm not saying I can't enjoy it. But even if it was like the most amazing thing ever, it just wouldn't hit like that for me because I don't like the medium that it's being expressed through.
Yeah.
So, and part of that is because I'm not crazy about the acting in it. I don't think the voice acting in it is that great. The voice actor for the Lion King,
Mufasa.
Scar, or was it Mufasa or was it Scar?
Oh, you didn't. You said you didn't like Scar's actor either.
Yeah.
Taka. I guess that's Taka. That's the name of it. But
it just doesn't.
I'm interested to see.
I feel like animation pulls off the expressions better because it's simpler and there's not. I don't know how.
And they can do more with animation. I think 2D animation, 3D animation, whatever, because we have already accepted that it's not real. So
it's very immersive. They
can make those crazy facial expressions without. Because these animals, they're supposed to be real animals. So it's like, besides the fact that they're talking, I think they're trying to maintain a facial expression that an animal would be able to make. Versus if we were to watch the old Lion King and watch Timon or Pumbaa make a face, they can do much more.
It's really just for kids. Just making it for the kids. It's just for today's kids. It's their current.
But I think too, though, they definitely mean for it to appeal to families, because if they make a movie just for kids, it's not gonna make enough money. So they need it to be like a family animated movie.
What are you talking about? If they make it for kids,
if it's just for kids and families can't enjoy, like adults can't enjoy it at all, it's not gonna make any money.
Kids will. Parents take their kids to movies all the time that they don't care to see.
Yes, but some adults will go by themselves sometimes, and that's how it makes that type of money.
But that's not going to determine if it makes that type of money. It's the adults. If it's a kids-driven thing, it's a kids-driven. Like yes,
but
it will make more.
When you say kids, what age level are you talking about?
Up to early teens.
Early teens, like 13, because I feel like if it's just for kids,
when
you say just for kids, what are you saying?
When you get into teenage years,
Disney Channel type shows?
Yeah, but when you get into teenage years, it don't matter because parents drop their kids off at the theaters.
Yeah.
But when it comes to earlier stuff, parents still have to go with their kid. Like they still have to go with their 5-year-old and their 6-year-old and their 7-year-old.
Yeah, but
kids drive families to the
Yeah,
theater.
but okay,
Like,
when you say make a lot of money, what's the number
I'm
we're
not
talking
gonna
about?
pull out numbers
Because when I'm saying it's not gonna make that much money, it's not gonna do numbers like the first Lion King live action remake if it's just for kids. Is what I'm saying.
it's more than just the movie. They come out with the movie. The kids go see the movie. They
Right.
get back from the movie. Dad, I want Lion King merchandise.
You think okay? You're making
That's
money
how
off the
Disney,
merchandise.
That's how Disney's always been. That's what I'm saying. It's a whole machine for today's kids.
Okay.
It drives people to the theater no matter what. Maybe not the Mufasa one because that one's a new story in the realm, and it may not. Some people that already saw Lion King may not care for it. But all these remakes will always drive any of these adults to the theaters because they're gonna want to see, like you said, it plays off the nostalgia factor. So it doesn't have to be good. It drives them to the theaters no matter what.
Yes, but my question is, what is a movie that you felt like was just for kids that made a lot of money? Like
All
that
those Disney
you,
movies. Oh, we
I
watched
would've-
them all as kids.
You talking about the old like
All of
classic
them,
animated
yeah.
movie?
Any Disney like they're
I think okay, I see what you're saying. I think the difference with these is that there's so much these ones because they're the CGI animated live action remakes. They're much more expensive. So for them to they'll make some money, but they won't really turn as big of profit because of how expensive the movies
you
are. So
think they would keep making them if they weren't turning a big profit?
But they were. What I'm saying is they are because they're not just for kids. The live action Lion King remake was not just for kids. Yeah, what I'm saying.
But I'm saying like
It appealed to us because we had seen Lion King as kids.
a lot of us don't like it.
But we still went to support it to see. Do you see? Like,
I didn't go to the theaters to see it.
You're one person.
But I'm still a facet of the population. I'm not the only person that didn't go necessarily to see it. I'm just saying like, yes, it's playing off the nostalgia factor, but at this point, these remakes are for today's generation as well, because I'm saying like, people are shitting on the Snow White movie. Not a lot of people are necessarily gonna go see that, but kids are gonna go see it because kids are gonna probably like.
But it's not gonna make.
It's still gonna make good money. I'm not saying it's gonna make the same as the original. I'm saying it's.
You think it can make good money without appealing to adults? I don't think that's true. I think if it makes good money, some adults have enjoyed it enough to go see it or are interested enough.
Any movie for kids can make good money with. I'm not saying it's gonna make $1 billion.
But at movie, for it to turn a profit, would have to make a decent amount of money. And maybe not $1 billion, but like $500 to $700 million, because those movies are expensive.
It, in a way, I mean, the way that the CGI has been these days, they don't necessarily. I doubt that they're putting Marvel budgets on these movies for their CGI. And I mean, the same line, like. Then we get into the argument of how expensive CGI really is, because like Lion King, they're all lions. They already have animated and CGI'd a lion. It's like, for instance, it's like using Thanos or the Hulk in any Marvel movie now is cheaper than it was when they had to first make him.
Right, then
because they have the assets already. So it more comes just to the animation of it. I'm just saying, eventually these have to be for the kids, because if they keep making these movies that people don't, they've not had the best positive reception as far as I'm aware.
But they're remaking them because, like you said, they made $1 billion.
I didn't say they made $1 billion.
Well, I mean, at least one of them has. The Lion King first, the Aladdin remake, both made $1 billion.
Just for nostalgia, but kids want to see it. I mean, Disney movies have always been for kids and in families, but not.
Yes, but before they were not. Those animated Disney movies were not as expensive as some of these.
I mean, they were still expensive back then. That's all hand drawn. They didn't have computers like they had today, and that was all hand drawn animation. I mean, that was let's not down credit their work. That was very difficult and very arduous.
I'd have to go look at the numbers too, like in regards to.
Yeah, but they've also made money through decades.
Because I think, after a time, and like I think when I'm saying making money too, I'm only looking at the box office versus the merch and all the
and that's my
resales
point.
And everything,
that's why
theme parks.
They're still made for kids, because that's
all the additional things they can get, even if it doesn't perform at the box office.
Yeah, that's why you're like, it might not turn the biggest profit as a movie, but it makes Disney money, and it gets kids into the parks, and it gets kids into the
That's fair.
Because if they were truly made for the adults as well, I think they would be. Some of them would have been made a little bit different or better. Now, I didn't see the Mulan or the Aladdin one.
I didn't. I think I did see the Aladdin one. I didn't see the Mulan one.
So, but I don't care to. I really don't. Like, I love these things as their animated cartoons. I just their trailers don't look good. They don't. Their acting isn't always the best. It's just, I don't know. The CGI is also spotty to me too. It's like glossy and sharp, and it doesn't really have like a. It just doesn't feel immersive, which is a Disney CGI problem. Not like a Pixar animation problem. Their animation and their CGI is on point. But Disney, like in all your MCU movies, they have the same.
Also,
they
I feel
even
like
had CGI problems in Infinity War. I remember every time that scene comes on with Mark Ruffalo and the Hulkbuster, I'm like, this is horrible. He looks so bad. Like, you can tell so bad.
That's one of those things that I probably maybe would notice now, but I definitely wouldn't notice then. But also, I am also a person who there was a couple that I don't remember what, but there's a couple things recently that kind of changed my mind a little bit on this. But I can overlook bad CGI more easily than some people. But if it's inconsistently bad, like good sometimes, bad other times, I think that's more likely to take me out of it versus if it's just consistently the same level of quality. I'll be like kind of connected if the story's good.
For me, it's less so it depends what you describe as bad CGI, because there can be obvious CGI that still fits the narrative and it fits like the image that they're going for. Like some older shows I still enjoy watching, even though their CGI is nowhere near modern CGI, but it makes like it looks visually appealing in a way. So, or
even there's CGI in some, like The Boys, especially like first seasons. Some of the CGI in The Boys is not great, but the story carries.
None of it's immersive breaking for me, because the first season of The Boys also has like a darker, grittier tone anyway, and like the CGI still fits it. None of it's like super bad. CGI that takes me out of the element, the best one that I can always get is the goddamn fire in the Black Widow movie at the end. The explosions and the fire. The lighting is atrocious. And the lighting on the face does not match the fire behind them or like in front of them, and the explosions. That's when CGI takes me out, is when the lighting on the characters doesn't match their background and they pop out too much and it's not framed and composited correctly.
I didn't even notice that one until I saw afterwards. People were like taking that clip and it was going a little bit, not viral, but it was going around the internet. The one that I remember, the first time I remember actually noticing during a show or movie was in Moon Knight, when he was on the side of the hill, the mountain, in like some logs, some big tree. He was driving around the mountain.
That was bad.
And the logs from the tree or whatever, from a truck that was carrying a bunch of logs, fell or something. And it was like, I just remember thinking, oh damn, that's not something, that's not real, even though we know it's not real, but
it just doesn't look, it didn't look good at all. Yeah, the lining sucks. So.
Yeah. But
we'll see.
Speaking of Agatha All Along, I'm just kidding.
Right, no, I mean, this is the D23 Expo.
But yeah.
It's I look forward to that Pixar, Moana 2. I look forward to Agatha All Along just because of the two actors she's in it. I always enjoy Aubrey Plaza on the screen. Kathryn Hahn has been a delight, and the character herself has been great.
Oh, Agatha, yeah.
And then Skeleton Crew looks very interesting. It's very adventurous, very almost like easy to watch. It seems
that Win or Lose does look good.
The Win or Lose looks good. Pixar just kills it, in my opinion. Obviously, I haven't seen the one the recent one that you told me about that you don't like, but
even then, that's only one.
It's like even if that didn't hit, like that's
I liked Turning Red. I liked Soul. I liked Onward. I liked Luca. Some of the more recent ones that had gotten some flack, I liked all of those. So I did not watch. I don't think it was Pixar, actually. Never mind. So there's one movie called, it's like an adventure movie or something. I don't remember. Either way, I also enjoyed, the concept was, and I hadn't seen Interstellar at this point, but I enjoyed the Lightyear movie. But people were saying it was like basically Interstellar. And once after watching Interstellar, I was like, oh, this is very similar to Interstellar.
Right.
Regardless,
And I haven't seen it, so
I enjoyed the Lightyear movie as well. So,
Yeah.
I think they would have done better by making it more like Lightyear the toy versus making it like the character from the movie that the toy was inspired by. I think it was too convoluted, too complicated, not simple enough for the average like moviegoer. They were like, why isn't Tim Allen voicing this? Like, why is he not? And there wasn't a bunch of comedy in the movie either,
right,
that you would expect from Buzz Lightyear. So I think they would have done better as far as like marketing and whatnot, going that route. But I enjoyed it nonetheless.
Now the question is, are they going to release the other Marvel trailers that they showed at D23 Expo?
Fantastic Four?
No, it's a pre-cut trailer. It's not. There's no actual footage. It's just it's just like it was like some kind of footage, but it's not like the footage they're actually gonna use in the movie. It's a concept trailer essentially, like just to show you what it might look like, to give you the idea and the sense, the futuristic, because they're going for almost like Fallout vibes with like a 60s retro futuristic vibe, like it's gonna be in the 60s, but they're gonna have better technology than we do today, if that makes sense.
What were the other trailers?
I saw a leak of Ironheart, and I saw a leak of, I clicked it, watched to see if it was real, and then I didn't watch it because I want to see those actual. I don't like watching trailers on their janky ass iPhones. But Ironheart and Daredevil.
Oh, so okay.
Yeah,
I thought that was like a fake. Someone had post, because you know how those trailer channels be posting fake trailers.
Yeah. The Daredevil one, I didn't really investigate fully to see if that was real, but because I know
at the very least
that's
the thumbnail,
one I don't want to spoil, but the
thumbnail did not look like it was new. It looked like they tried to compile clips from other things he's been in,
like this one right here. But I'm assuming there's an Arcane clip,
sneak peek, Arcane season 2. Well, that's Netflix.
They said we gotta throw something in there.
All right, well,
Disney can't have all.
We're gonna watch this. We love Arcane, so we're gonna watch this Arcane trailer.
Check that out.
Thank you for watching
clip,
this.
not a trailer, but yeah.
Yeah.